Get hyped, everyone. It's time for Science with Schnekser. This week on Science with Schnekser, we are investigating worms.
Oops, I think I stepped on a worm. No, that's probably not a worm. Why do worms come out when it rains?
That is a great question, and one that even scientists don't necessarily agree on. What they do agree on is that it has to do with the vibrations that those raindrops make when they hit the ground. Those are sensed by the worms through their skin, and it causes them to come up. Now, what scientists don't quite agree on is what the vibrations actually signal to the worms once they're above ground. Some scientists think that the worms take this as a sign to mate, as a sign to migrate, or as a sign to get away from predators that might be on top of the ground. But regardless, we do know that the vibrations of those raindrops hitting the ground are what cause the worms to come up. I think we can all agree that one of the most fascinating things about worms is how they move. This is a baby worm. This is how small juvenile worms are when they're first born. One of the hazards of being a worm is getting stranded after a rain on a sidewalk and allowing the sun to dry you up. So one thing that my family likes to do after it rains is to go out and look for stranded worms and save them. We pick them up carefully, we bring them over to some moist soil, and we let them go. This is also a great time to practice observation skills. So watch closely as this worm is placed back into soil. Watch how it reacts, how it moves. Notice the different parts of the worm's body. Worms have fascinating anatomy. They have two sets of muscles that help them move. They have long muscles that run from end to end of the worm's body and horizontal muscles. That's what makes the segments. Take a look at how this worm is moving by flexing and relaxing those long and horizontal muscles along its body. Here you can see the entire worm. Its head is on the right and its tail is on the left where it excretes its waste. I know the head is on the right because it's close to the clitellum, that light-colored section of the worm's body. Now it's your turn, scientists. What are you thinking? What questions do you have? What are you wondering about worms based on what you've seen and what you've heard today? Maybe you can go outside today and go on your own worm hunt. What types of worms live near you? Do they behave like the ones in this video? Do they look different? There's only one way to find out. Get outside and get exploring.